Spudsters, Spudsteroos, Spudsterinos. How you going? Today was a good day. I was on the project. My episode went to air. We did some filming when I got my blood tests, and then we did some more filming on last weekend, and they were great to deal with. I had a really good time filming them. I'm glad that they put the episode to air finally, because we've been waiting for a week or so now. But yeah, it was. I'm happy that it happened. I'm going to play a clip which I filmed using my iPad off my computer screen because I was out at the gym pushing the heavy steel when the episode was on. So I missed it, and I wasn't able to record it. And also, I don't know how to. I'm a technology idiot, so I don't know how to rip stuff from internet. So I just recorded it using my iPad. So sorry about the quality, but that's what you get with me. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember what it was. So I'll try again after I show you the clip.
Diet from the meat-heavy paleo to the...
All right. Now, who doesn't love potatoes? Am I right? You might be eating one right now. But could you last a full year eating nothing but spuds?
It seems like every week there's a new fad diet, from the meat-heavy paleo to the carb-light Atkins, or Beyonce's favourite, the Master Cleanse, where food is replaced with lemony water, cayenne pepper and maple syrup. Oh, and a delicious laxative tea before bed. School teacher Andrew Taylor's tried them all, except maybe Beyonce's, in a bid to lose weight and break his food addiction.
I was binge eating and I was overeating, and I thought about addictions in general and how if you're a drug addict or an alcohol addict, then the best thing you can do is to quit cold turkey and never touch those things again. And obviously you can't do that with food.
But on the 1st of Jan this year, Andrew decided the next best thing would be to quit all foods but one.
I did a lot of research to see if it was possible to do that, and all my research led me to potatoes because they were the most well-rounded nutritionally. I'll just eat the food that looks most like me.
I had said to him, I'm happy for you to do it, but only if you go and see a doctor. If you get monitored, then I'm cool with it.
Andrew's GP wasn't totally sold on the idea.
I was willing to support him, but like other nutritionists, I had some reservations. I suggested that Andrew add in perhaps a small amount of green vegetables.
But Andrew was only interested in the most boring meals possible.
The point of it is that I don't want to get emotional comfort and support and enjoyment from eating food, and that's the way I think I'm going to break the addiction.
I totally support you, Andrew. Here's to your noble quest.
I'm just having mash, boiled potatoes and baked potatoes. I'm not having any oil whatsoever, so that cuts fries out.
No fries? You're a bloody idiot, mate. You're not eating fries. That's what I said.
Nearly 4 months and some 330 kilos of bland potatoes later, and Andrew's shed a whopping 33.2 kgs. His BMI has dropped from 40 to 32, which is halfway towards his goal.
You will lose weight initially, for sure, and from what I understand, he's lost a lot of weight, which is fantastic. But I think what happens then is you will understandably plateau in your weight loss, and he's not getting any sources of proteins and fats. But I do worry it's not really a sustainable behaviour.
So let me have it, Doc.
Last week, Andrew's first batch of blood tests were in.
All generally good, so-called bad cholesterol.
Yeah.
2.7 down to 1.4. I'm very happy where Andrew's at. His LDL level of 1.4 is better than most of my patients who are on cholesterol-lowering drugs.
He was diagnosed with clinical depression and anxiety last year, and he's a completely different guy now. I'm super proud because I can see that he's now able to be the person that he is. He's got control of everything again.
Andrew admits his harebrained scheme isn't for everyone and hasn't been easy, but he says he's got support.
My wife's been amazing, all my friends have been amazing. I've got one mate, Brett Mills, who has always thought I'm weird and is delighted in telling me that I'm weird. Brett Mills, if you're watching, thanks for nothing.
What a legend his life is. His wife's just sitting there with a red wine ice cream.
Was it just me, was she holding it particularly high as well? So
That is so cruel.
Could you do that?
Absolutely not. Look, good on him. You know, people have to do what works for them.
But if you're going to have one boring vegetable, just add a few more boring vegetables. Like, put broccoli in, he's not going to, that won't hurt.
And you wouldn't pick potato,
No,
would
but you know what I found most interesting about that? A, it's good that he's doing it with his GP, because I don't think this is the kind of diet you'd want to prescribe for just everybody to get involved in. But I found interesting the idea that he's trying to break the enjoyment of food.
Yeah.
Because that's the addiction that he's trying to say.
That's life.
Well, but if he's looked at his life and said, I've got an actual problem here, he's trying to solve that problem, I reckon that's a pretty brave thing to do.
You should talk to Peter Pumpkin. Peter. It did not end out well for him. The marriage separation, could not keep his wife.
Yeah, that's true.
And is it
He
cheating?
did it in a pumpkin shell. I don't keep your wife in potato skins.
I'm a bit lost.
Sure.
I don't really remember that story. How
Peter Pumpkin Eater had a wife and couldn't keep her. Kept her in a pumpkin shell, and then apparently kept her very well. So,
So it did turn out well.
it turned out all right in the end, now that I think about it.
Yeah, your editorial thing was completely off. Yeah.
It's a good story.
Anyway,
Get into children's books.
yeah. If you want to follow Andrew's progress, by the way, you can head to the links page on our website.
All right, what did you think of that? I thought it was pretty good. The thing I wanted to tell you before I showed the clip was that you got to remember that this is a news panel full of comedians, basically. There's a couple of them that are not comedians, but so their job is to tell the news, and they tell and share serious stories, and they do have serious conversations, but it's also their job to have a laugh and tell jokes about things. So I'm more than happy for them to joke about me. I've got a thick skin like that. That's okay and fine with me. I thought they were funny anyway. I laughed at it myself. I thought it was really good. I thought Waleed I was really happy with his input and making sure that the conversation came back to the real reasons behind why I'm doing it. So that was really good. My only thing that I didn't like about it was the resident nutrition expert. I just read her name so I could remember it. I just read it now. I think it was someone O'Donnell. Sorry, nutrition expert. I've forgotten your name. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is that it's getting a little bit tiring that people, especially experts who the public are supposed to trust, keep saying that potatoes have no protein and no fat. Well, they do have protein and fat. Like, it doesn't take much to look it up and see that. And the other thing that was a little bit disappointing is that people are making assumptions about what's going to happen, and really this has not been done before in the way that I'm doing it, and so nobody, including myself, knows what's going to happen. So I don't think anyone should really talk with authority about what will happen with my weight or my health or anything else. It would be really refreshing if an expert went on and said, actually, I've never heard of anyone doing this before and we don't really know how it's going to end. That wouldn't be too hard to say, would it? But I don't know, maybe then you'd lose your spot in the media and no one would contact you for comments anymore. Anyway, besides that, I was happy with the story, and anyway, I'm not really too disappointed. I'm not really worried about what the experts say anyway. I'm just pointing out the errors in what people say, that's all. But anyway, fun day, fun story, really happy with it. And if you enjoyed it, then share it. Ask comments and questions below. Like on Facebook if you want. Subscribe. Go to my website, spudfit.com, and sign up for the newsletter if you like. And thanks for watching. Until next time, spud up.